me where people should go if they're starting to think about maybe getting into the energy space.
Yeah, so at Tortoise, our focus is really on how do you have clean energy, how do you reduce carbon emissions, and natural gas is a great way to do that.
Okay.
So companies that are actually reducing carbon emissions, using more natural gas is the perfect way to get in the energy sector right now. So you can invest in companies that actually have high yields and are producing or generating their cash flow from natural gas. So companies like Williams Companies is a 6% dividend yield.
Wow. Is that dividend safe? I mean,
absolutely.
We know these yields rise sometimes for a reason.
No, that's a very good observation. You always have to watch that very closely. But yeah, that dividend is absolutely safe. So a company like that, investors across the globe are starving for yield with the 10-year in the U.S. at 1.5% or so. So 6% dividend yields for investors that are safe, that are sustainable, we think is very attractive.
You also say enterprise products, Magellan Midstream, all have dividend yields around 6% or higher. But people have said, but Rob, the price action has been so poor. And we've seen this for years now. People who have come out, recommended energy plays, the fundamentals they say are great, but they just can't get any performance. How long is the long wait over? I mean, how much of a time horizon do you need?
Yeah, well, we look at it this way. Look, if you can get if your return expectation on the market is, let's say, 8 to 10%, and you get 6% of that just from a cash dividend, you're off to a pretty good start already as an investor. And so energy infrastructure really offers that. The thing about energy infrastructure, look, we're going to use, the U.S. has become a net exporter of energy to the rest of the world.
That's great.
And that is great. And you're going to need more and more infrastructure because we just started this. We're just at the beginning of this game. We're going to export a substantial amount of low-cost, low-carbon energy to the rest of the world.
We have a Democratic debate tonight. Actually, it's in Houston, believe it or not. So who knows if they'll go after oil and gas as tough as they have sometimes. If there's a Democrat in the White House, does that endanger the energy rush and opportunities that you're talking about?
Well, the way we look at it is this. Everybody wants to reduce carbon, right? We need to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. We agree with that at Tortoise more than anything. In fact, we have a new plan called the Teal Energy Deal. The goal of that is to reduce carbon emissions in a rising environment for global energy demand when it's growing. So how do you do that?
Natural gas.
More natural gas and more renewables, right? So I think that aligns really with no matter if you're a Republican or you're a Democrat.
Do you have any renewable plays in particular?
Yes. We actually, as part of our firm, we have a group that focuses just on renewables, both private renewable projects as well as some publicly traded stocks. But a majority of our focus right now is on natural gas and the potential that what natural gas can do now in terms of reducing carbon emissions.
Sure.
Not many people know this, Kelly, but carbon emissions in the U.S. have actually declined in the last 10 years.